a beach with 18 kilometers of sand. Peaks up and down the beach, but we always pick the best one to host the world's best here at Postino. We have a new 3-pack on paper. Julian Wilson, last year's pipe master, take on Miguel Pupo and Matty Banting. And now you come here to Baja and check out the form of Matty Banting. Backside float. Cool backhand whip on the inside, a smaller wave. A little backwash was approaching, and that might keep him incomplete on that last turn.
Yeah, incomplete. You got to ride out of that. We've seen it all too much. You know, these guys are the best in the world. The judges want to see them act that way.
But I mean, sounds like to me you're actually kind of tapping into that energy.
Oh yeah, definitely. This works like kind of a motivation for me, you know. I don't put it on my head like a pressure, so I put in a motivation. So I really love it when I'm on the way to the beach, like to go out. Everyone is screaming, like sending me the good vibes. So it's always good to compete here in the hill, have all the support from the Brazilians.
It was great stuff watching him as he's doing that high flying act out there, boys.
Sure was, Pete. Epic performance from Felipe Toledo. It really came down to that major backside air reverse. His tail's like above his head, inverted towards the beach. He can land on tough landings, and he got a 9.7. Well-worthy score. He's going to be dangerous moving through.
Absolutely right. And there's only a handful of guys on the planet that can actually do that. And this is one of them right here, Julian Wilson. You know, he's got some crazy above-the-lip stuff himself. Didn't quite get the height on that one there, so it's just a little bit of a warm-up wave for Julian. And even though it is a 6.33, so a nice way for Julian to start. It's going to give him a bit of confidence, and he's going to work it out. I dare say we're going to see some higher airs from him. You know, you talk about explaining how to do that. You know, even if with that explanation, there's only a couple of guys that can actually do that.
Now looking at the last wave of Pupo, went to turns here, Potts.
Yeah, went to turns on this one. You know, Miguel's got that silky smooth style. You know, I call him the Jerry Lopez of the new age, and he doesn't disappoint. This kid started off the year really well. He's going to keep the board on the water. He's going to get those backside snaps going. That's his weapon. But, you know, in saying that, he's got the forehand airs as well, and I dare say we'll see those through the heat.
Wilson throws down a 6.33 start. Pupo with a 5.33 on his backhand. And Banting with a 2.0.
And hopefully get some good turns.
As you see the lineup right now changing with that wind. Heading into the wind. Tail high reverse attempt from Pupo. Ends about the back. We're loving this format changing. Still recovering. But you get to see a pretty cool view. Here comes Banting now. Cool draw off the top for that carve, and then he'll punch out the air. He'll lose control. Still a small combined total for Banting, playing comeback to Julian and Pupo. Miguel has the lead, but we're still dealing with relatively small number of spots.
Yeah, this was one while we're at the break. I think this one could maybe get Matty Banting up maybe into that first place, looking for a 5.83. Now, it wasn't a super high one. It's, you know, with a degree of difficulty.
That there. Now, comparing Banting's last wave, was it better or worse? Then they'll put the number in. They say it was just under Julian's 6.33. It's a 5.93 for Matt Banting.
Been pretty quiet.
Here comes Julian Wilson. Little inside left with a ramp on a big section, full rotation. He stomps it in the whitewater, but it won't let him ride out. An explosion on the backwash, and he loses a huge opportunity for a score.
Yeah, that was absolutely going for it. He knew that he wasn't going to get a lot of time to set this thing up there, bump and lump, and straight into it. First turn, gets that full rotation, and almost pulls it off there, just gets bounced by that whitewater. Very tricky landing. Let's have a look at the slow motion. See the bump on the face of the wave. Julian connects absolutely perfect right there. Bang, just clicked it perfectly, got the rotation all the way around. Now what's happening is that whitewater's pushing sideways as he comes down and just literally takes the board out from underneath his feet. So with that wind creating a lot of bump and lump, with that rip going out, there's a lot going on, giving him a good old-fashioned cheer up. So
that's a big point as we see Pupo with a big ramp, lofty, forehand reverse. He's had multiple attempts, and this one is closest effort to pulling it off. But the judges will be cruel on that one. Incomplete. Now with a look into the closeout, Wilson locks in. Banting joining the flurry, and he opts out. Nothing really changing on that last exchange, as we saw this wave just ridden moments ago.
Yeah, Matty Banting on his backhand again. Wow, how about that little whip there from him? And can he finish off? Not quite. So looking to replace a 2.53. Has he done it? Let's have a look at this turn right here. I like the point of difference. You know, everyone's doing these backside air reverses. Look at this thing here. Just blows the tail out. Gets that beautiful rotation. You see how he moved that back foot further up the board, just allowing that board to spin, then reconnects those fins. Great ability there to pull that one off. That board was spinning so fast, and then unfortunately didn't quite finish off the inside. So he is going to better his situation and increase his lead. So it's interesting last minute and 15 seconds.
Now watching a wave approaching in the final minute. Pupo locks in, needs a 3.14. He'll get a snap to start, has some speed, just ditches the fins for the forehand reverse. So into the countdown, we'll let this one go. Rookie Matty Banting going to his backside rotations of 5.93. The 3.83 was on a backside snap where he ditched the fins. And the rookie's able to send Pupo and Julian into round 2.